My question to you is this. Because I do believe, unlike some of the naysayers out there, I do believe that you cared about these kids. Call me. Some of them.
Yeah, keep it real.
I do believe that you cared about some of the kids. My question to you is this. What would you say to the people or the crowd that says, if you cared about these kids, how could you have them in that game looking that way? They was just getting their heads knocked off the whole time. It was funny to me in my living room. But if y'all not trained, if y'all not trained for this type of shit, then why are y'all out here?
All right, do you want to know the answer to that? You guys can look this up too. Do you know the date we played IMG that day?
I don't know the date.
What's the date?
I don't know.
I don't know the date.
August 29th.
Okay.
If you go look at two of our players on September 1st, they had 2 D1 offers. That's why we did it.
Where do I find that? You might just be saying some shit.
I never say shit that I can prove. I would never lie about something I can prove. Go ahead. His name is Armand Scott. Look at the date he got the offer. September 1st, 2021. He got the offer from Syracuse.
And we're saying that is as a result of that game?
Absolutely. That's what they said because they got to see him.
Because they got an opportunity to watch.
They got the opportunity to play. People don't understand it, right? You don't understand the fact that you could score 58-0, 58-7, and then my team, who's just a bunch of niggas chilling around the way trying to play, the same that a perennial state school called LaSalle scores. The same thing. That's why our rankings were so high. You can't say nothing. Think about this. We're playing teams, top 100, 250 teams. We won 25% of our games. 25% of our games. Talk to me. 25% of my games. I'll take that against any of the rest of these schools because guess what? The inner city schools aren't going to go play these big schools. These inner city schools aren't get the experience. You know why? Because the coaches don't give a fuck. You know why? Because OSHA doesn't give a fuck because you're paying $10 a ticket to come see a kid that you're setting up for failure anyway. So then when he shows up to my school, now you want to talk shit.
See, I thought that was one of the missteps in the scam.
You said I should stay low under the radar, right?
I thought that the nationally televised game against IMG, the 5th-ranked team at the time, is going to bring heat to my establishment and my organization.
Yeah,
but
it did.
But
is Frank Lucas wearing the chinchilla?
That's what I think.
The difference is Frank Lucas was selling drugs. I wasn't selling drugs. I was doing something that was in the rules.
I'm just saying it's exposing.
It was exposure.
You wasn't selling drugs, but they was getting smacked.
They
was getting smacked around.
Rapper brain kicked in on that one.
Yeah, but that's the thing. IMG beats everybody like that. You know what I mean? So the fact of the matter is, because they beat them so bad, it wasn't any difference. The difference is that I played them on TV. Now, whether that's right or wrong or good or bad, that's a whole different part of the discussion. Like I said, kids got offers after that.
Now, what do you have to say to having scheduled back-to-back games on the schedule?
I tell people that I love Saquon Barkley a lot, and I look at the high school that he played for, and look at the first ESPN game that was aired in high school football. It was aired on Thanksgiving, which is a Thursday. They took a pause on Friday and then played in a playoff game on Saturday against a school called Phillipsburg. So I figured since those perennial teams did it, it would be okay for me to do it. Next. Who they talking to?
Let me ask you a question.
Who they talking to?
But wait.
You don't know who they that mean, people.
You're just a fast. Hold on, slow down. You're just a fast talk. Yeah,
Coach Roy. That shit ain't gonna fly up here.
Slow down. Coach Roy, chill out.
It could be true. No, it could be true. Let me ask you a question.
Listen.
You know the rules is different for black people in America, Coach Roy. They bring up Saquon's high school.
Hold on.
What high school that nigga went to?
Easton Phillipsburg.
Is that a white school?
Oh shit, he knows shit though.
Is that a white school?
It's because here's the problem. I'm telling you, of course it's a white school. And this is what I'm telling you. What I'm saying right now is the reason I talk fast is because I sat down and I studied, and this is what we're going to do before. That's what happened with HBO. See, with HBO, when I sat down the first time to talk to them, they said, you remember the whole cover of this was I duped and lied to ESPN that I had D1 players.
Yes.
Guess what happened when I sat down with ESPN? I mean, on HBO, I told them, I said, I don't make people D1. They were like, then how could you say that? I was like, because 247 Sports and Rivals does. And then they opened up their laptop. They started looking at the players on there. And guess what they had? D1 offers. So that whole thing was made up by the little bitch guy that you said, my nemesis.
My man.
Yeah, Captain America. So Captain America came running, right? Let's stop Roy because he's lying about these guys that had D1 offers. And guess what happened when they went down that list? D1, 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 D1. Well, because what people don't understand is football is turning into, high school football is turning into AAU. You get your offers during camps over the summer. You're not getting them during the year.
He's right.
And then what happened is when it was time to go, I was like, look, we running out of bread. We got to make a splash. This is it.
Where were you getting the bread?
I said we
Where you get your bread
Where
from,
were you
nigga?
getting this bread?
Where you get your money for your
How
man?
were you funding all of this shit after the church pulled out?
After the church pulled out, I had a lot of generous parents and people that were.
We got them. We got them.
I thought they was homeless kids.
You had benefactors.
These niggas had parents.
Yeah, some of them had parents. Some of them had parents. Matter of fact, that's how we paid for the trips that we took. Like
So
over the
what was
summer.
your pitch to them?
To parents?
Yeah.
Same pitch that I'm going to tell you, and the same pitch that I tell people now that was going to help our program. If you really want to help our people, start with education and start with an avenue that allows them to get education for free. And the easiest way to do that is in sports. It builds camaraderie. It gives it a chance to watch what Deion Sanders does, and you see what it does. Now, Deion Sanders is a little bit different because he has all that behind him. But if you look at that, that's what you can do.
New Joe Budden.